How's it going, everybody? I'm Drifty from Driftwood Gaming. This is Sievert, a survival action shooter indie game, and we're going to be playing it today. To check it out, this is the way it looks once the start menu loads. So we've got just text, no name or anything. Looking at the settings, pretty basic. Video options, and the controls are not very hard. You know, you've got like WASD to move and use your mouse to get around. Let's go ahead and play a new game. I played for, you can see, 90 minutes here. I'm going to start a new game though to show you guys the intro. We'll say next. You can select an equipment loadout, and we'll just start with I don't know. Let's take the equipment 4. I started with equipment 1, but we'll just try another pack here. Space to skip the introduction. Welcome to the bunker, Sievert, one of the last safe places in Zakov. Left mouse button to continue. In this place, you'll be able to accept new missions, trade with vendors, and manage your equipment. Before you go out on a hunt, I suggest you explore the bunker. In order to leave the bunker and go out on a hunt, you need to talk to the train conductor. He's located in the south outside the bunker. Before leaving, ask him a few questions. He will explain how to extract from the maps. So basically, you've got this little like hideaway, and there's some shops and some NPCs here, and like some kind of military. We're in some sort of post-apocalyptic kind of scenario. You can craft weapons, and it's a survival rogue type of game. Whatever you bring back to the base, you can store it in containers and stuff. So they're betting that I'm dead. If I hold shift, I can run. I can talk with F and buy. I can trade. And you can see it's got like this inventory system, and we're going to be finding things out on the field in what seems to be like procedurally generated maps. There's a hunger bar, and you can see that we have our energy bar, our food bar, a water bar, and then radiation bar. Here's our stash. We can store the stuff we find here. This is our equipment, what we have equipped. So we can put on our armor and our weapon, and press R to reload, and that's going to load up our gun. We can also craft weapons once we find pieces and modify them to make our own custom versions of weapons. If we go up here, there's like some kind of military zone. It doesn't let us go past this point until we proceed in the story. But this is like the starting town, and it's kind of like a top-down survival shooter. It's developed in Game Maker, I believe. And you can rest here, but if you do, it'll take your food, because, you know, it's on a timer, and if you fast forward the timer, then you got to get more food. So here's like the infirmary. I think we can purchase stuff from this guy as well. We can trade armor and buy like stimulants and health packs and whatnot. We don't really have much to do in town at this point, so let's try to get out of town. To go forward, we got to talk to this train conductor guy. I like the pixel art and the style of it. You can take on quests and stuff. In fact, I'll show that before we go. Let's say a task and materials, and he's going to offer you rewards for certain things. So we'll accept that, and we have to get certain things for that, and then we can select our reward. But anyway, it seems to be like procedurally generated. So if you tell him that you want to leave, he'll give you a few places that you can go. We'll start in the forest, and some of them have costs to go to. Right now, it all says 0. And I guess these say in development, so you can't go to all of them, but you can go to some. This is an early access game. Generates a procedural map, and we're going to die fast, most likely, because that seems to be what happened my last run through here. Okay, once it's done loading, we can press any key, and you see the train going in, and it's a little cutscene that goes into dropping you off. And you're in the forest now, and there are houses that we can loot. And you move the mouse around, you press R to reload. See, right off the bat, we're put in into the fire of things. And you can see that there's rabbits running around, and we can kill them for meat. But more importantly, we need to save some ammo. And we're going to look for people, and we're going to take what they've got in this post-apocalyptic scenario. And we're going to raid these houses, and we're going to try to get to a checkpoint. So if I press M, we can see the map, and we've got these little green circles, like one's up here, and one down here as well. If we want to finish and get out of the map, we need to take our guy into these circles and wait for a pickup. It looks like some dogs or something spawned. Oh, luckily I had enough. Oh no, it was okay, it's just a bird. A bird came and ate the meat. But we can loot from this one. And it's got like a little timer. If we control left click, we can quickly pick it up. But it does take a second to like like figure out what is there. You know, you're scrounging through the loot to make it. Oh, I didn't even see him. Oh my God, he just jumped at me. I'm not good at this game. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you know, he was there, but he kind of blended into the background. Let's go ahead and consume this meat. Oh, it's raw meat, so I took damage for that. This game doesn't care about, you know, a lot of things. I'm dead. So that's what happened. I got attacked by some ghoul, and then I was trying to eat a healing item, but that didn't quite work because it was raw meat, and I ate raw meat, and then I got sick and died. And that was my entire adventure. And so you can hit next, and you make progress, but basically you just do that again. You tell them I want to leave and learn your lesson. Hopefully we don't eat raw meat. I am not good at this game. It's very hard. The controls are good. There's nothing wrong with the controls. You can press spacebar to skip through the cutscenes to make it a little bit faster. So now you see what's happening right here is they dropped us off in a radiated zone. So we're getting tons of radiation, illustrated by the way that the screen was staticky and then the Geiger counter sound effect. And you can see that here's our radiation counter. It's no longer green because we have been radiated, and you can see we're 0.74 out of a maximum of 15. I imagine at some point you're just going to start taking damage from the amount of radiation that you have. At the end of the map, you see that these it kind of just turns into regular grass, and that shows that that's the edge of the map. It does seem to be procedurally generated. I don't know how to tell what areas are radiated before getting there. I just know that like once I'm receiving radiation, the sound effects triggering and letting me know that, hey, this is now taking radiation. So we're just going to run around in the forest. This one doesn't seem to have too much. I think these are wolves. Yep. They're so fast, and I'm not great at aiming. I gotta reload. This is usually where you die while you're reloading. Okay, now I'm done reloading. See, it takes a little while. All right, we got him. You start with a limited amount of bullets. So I'm gonna just control left click and get these things. We still have our ammo, our armor on. Let's see, I think it was this one then. Here's our first aid medikit. You can also put these in your, drag and drop these into your hotbar. These are like restoration items, food and water and some basic ammo. I think what I'll do is stay at full ammo. You can press tab to open your inventory as well. When you press F, it will try to identify the loot, and you can control left click to quickly get stuff, press tab to get out. You probably want to do that quick because I don't think the game actually pauses. You can also tell if you have line of sight to something by the little dot inside the crosshair. You see how it's white here because I can see it, but then as it goes past this rock, it becomes red. And that signifies that I can't see what's behind there. Also, you'll notice that the shadow has been cast upon that area. So if there is an enemy in that shadow, I will not see it until I have line of sight. And that will get you killed quite frequently as well. So it'll look like there's nothing there because everything is in the shadow, out of line of sight. There could be an enemy right here and I wouldn't know it until I get into line of sight. So I've reached the edge of the map here. You can press shift to run, but it takes your energy, and it's often better to not use your... Oh, instantly died. So the enemies are extremely hard. They kill you super fast. They basically headshot you immediately, and I don't really know what to do about that besides just, you know, try to get lucky, I guess. I don't know. I'm really bad at this game. It seems really difficult. I didn't see any difficulty options, so it is just hard. The enemies are super smart, and they aim right at your head, and they kill you in 1 or 2 shots. It seems like every time. Maybe I need better armor, or I don't really know exactly what the case is, but you do have a certain amount of money that you start with, and you have a certain amount of kilograms that you can carry depending on your backpack. If you hover over stuff, you'll see a pop-up that gives you information about those things. So you can upgrade those things and you can get the stats on it. So unfortunately, when you die, you don't keep anything in your bag. But if you do go to an extraction point, you can take the things that you got from the mission and put them in like a storage. And that storage will last so you can, you know, access it later to grab stuff. So if you do manage to kill a bunch of animals and get a bunch of meat, you could take that back to the base and store it in your cache. I'm going to spray and pray. I'm going to just shoot off screen like as much as possible. Do have limited ammo, but... Oh, you see how that happened? You see they're out of line of sight, so they're walking up on me and I didn't even realize it. Gotta reload. So, yeah, the line of sight really plays into the dynamic of the game. They take so many shots to kill, and I'm already almost dead. So, I mean, I don't know. Oh, look at this huge pack of wolves. Up, out of ammo, reloading. Up, shot by the other guys. Incredibly difficult game. I don't really know what else to do besides die over and over. We are making experience every time, so that's good. Can't go to the swamp yet. Can't go to the mall yet. So we have to do stuff at the makeshift camps and the forest. First, do some missions. If you talk to the NPCs in there, you'll get quests that are offered and whatnot. Unfortunately, it does take a little while. It takes, I don't know, 15, 20, 30 seconds, depending, to generate a new map. And because you die so frequently, it feels like you spend a lot of time on the loading screen. I'm not sure if these things are power-ups or acid that I shouldn't touch. I'm gonna go, oh, yep, it's definitely not power-ups. Okay, those are bad. All right, so I did get some shots off on him, but it looks like they've got AKs and there's 3 of them. Ugh. Oh, you don't touch the vehicles, they've been irradiated. Okay. Jeez, already almost dead again. Reloading. Maybe I should try a different, like, starter kit. There's like 5 different equipment kits. Oh yeah, they got me. I mean, that's basically the game right there. I mean, if you like this sort of thing, you know, if you like a hard challenge shooter game, you could give this game a shot. I'll put a link in the description for you to try it. You know, it's a little bit difficult for me to play, but still early access, so maybe if they balance a few numbers and maybe add some difficulty options, I think it could be more reachable. More people would want to give it a shot, probably. And I hope the studio does well. Good job, guys, making a game, and hopefully you keep improving it. That's going to do it for me for this game. This is Zero Sievert by Cabo Studio, published by Modern Wolf. Check it out if you want. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you would like to support what we do, we have a Patreon. Come join us in the Discord. It's where we're hanging out. We'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.